Good afternoon, students. So, as we are discussing about the economic subject, we shall be having a second chapter today. Soon after the first chapter, as we saw in the Indian economic development in the era of 1947 to 1990, what all things came across and the experience of our previous chapter as we came across with the first chapter we have seen all the things what drawbacks we were having of facing problems towards our economy from the low level growth, then the agriculture sector, then the industrial sector, then the foreign trade and all. These are the things which we experienced in the year 1947 to 1990. But soon after that, when our Indian economy were started, now we are going to move after 1950 to 1990. In this time period, what things got changes and how we have got our Indian economy developed. See, soon after the independence, British rules nearly more than 200 years we have been facing the problems because we were having the British rules here, the colonial rules, the things how they have ruled us and how they have taken our benefit from since year nearly 200 years they have ruled our nation. So due to that, what were the things, what experience we got, we have came across. Now soon after the our independence, soon after independence means 1947, when we came independent in the year 1947 15th August. So there was a wake up point, we got a freedom that time. Soon after the freedom, what were the things to come up? Things to come up means in the sense in what terms we should develop our nation. See, in this chapter, basically we are going to know many of the points. In this chapter, you are going to see the goals of 5-year plans. See what our government did soon after the independence. The political parties were there, as I discussed in the first chapter in the previous sessions, how we got across the politics and the sociological things. Okay, so soon after, one after the another, how our economy got started and how the next again we are going to discuss here the agriculture sector. See, as we know that in the previous sector in the sessions we have discussed more than 75% of the agriculture sector people were engaged, but at now in the present sense the ratio is different. More of the people are moving towards the manufacturing as well as the service sector. Now the agriculture sector has fallen down more than 50%. It has fallen down, means it may be in the ratio below the 50, but previously it was more than 75%. That's what the ratio we have discussed. But further agriculture sector, then again we are going to see how we have come across and started to modify our nation. Modification and diversification, how we have done, we are going to know from this chapter. Then trading policies. See, obviously all the points what we are dealing now that have been discussed in the previous session, but in the same way now we are going to discuss how we got developed and what were the 5-year plans developed in the year 1990. As I told you all, due to the financial crisis, many of the sections were will under the losses and expenditures were more for the sections. Nearly 17 sections means departments the government was holding, and now presently as comparing to the previous thing, nearly 15 sectors were totally privatized due to the financial expenses, due to the financial crisis. Financial crisis means what? Due to the losses where maximum expenditures were made but the revenue was less from that sections. That were the points which we had discussed first. But now soon after the Indian economy 1950, what things we got developed, that we are going to learn from this second chapter. It is what in under the year 1950 to 1990. As I have told you, in the year 1990 we got the financial crisis. Soon after that, in the next concept, in the next chapter or next unit, we'll be discussing about the LPG. In the year 1990 we got a new economic policy was framed. In that LPG was found. That is what the future part what we are going to discuss in the next sessions. Before that we will be going for the another part, part A. Part first part we are going to start up that. Then finally we were masters of our destiny after the 200 years British rule. See, most probably 200 years the Britishers ruled us. After that ruling, when we got our independence, we were our masters. Masters is what? Our destiny. We used to set our destiny. That was the point to be noted here. Then the job of nation building was in our hands. Now, soon after the British rules were ended up, when we got the independence, we used to develop our nation. We can build up our nation in a what form we are going to see here. Then after independence, Nehru and many other leaders, independence sought alternative, the extreme version of capitalism and socialism. See, soon after that independence, we have got here economic system. The word economic system is what, you know. In this economic system, we faced many of the problems. What problems? Now the question arises, what were the problems under the economic system? There, who is to take the decisions was a main point. Who is to take the decision? Now it should be taken by the government or the private people. That was a main issue. Then two words came into existence. Which are the two words? Two words are none other than the socialism and another one capitalism. What are these? We will be discussing here now. See, after that, Jawaharlal Nehru was the first prime minister. You may be having an idea about who was the first prime minister of our nation. It was Jawaharlal Nehru. Then, other than that, first 5-year plan for the development of Indian economy was set up in the year, implemented in the year 1952. See, first 5-year plan. What this 5-year plan means? What is a plan? Actually, the word arises, what we are talking plan. In future, what we are going to do is nothing but the plan, what we see in general terms. But here, first 5-year plan. Who has set this first 5-year plan? And in that first 5-year plan, what you have come across and what development you have done, that you are going to know from this first 5-year plan. So here, as I told you all about the economic system. See, economic system is defined an arrangement of these central problems. Actually, how it was arranged, we were having a central problems of our economy to solve. What are the central problems? Central problems are three major central problems we were having. First was choice of production of goods. Means what goods to produce, what goods has to be produced for our people. Now question, when you are starting up a business, you will think first what product or goods and services you are providing to the customer. As if you are you can't take your own decisions. What people need, you have to produce the goods. मतलब क्या है यहाँ पर, जो लोगों के लिए चाहिए वही आप प्रोडक्शन कर सकते हो. आप खुद के हिसाब से मुझे ये चाहिए, मैं ये प्रोडक्शन करूंगा, ऐसे नहीं है. यहाँ पर कैसे होता है, जो आपको चाहिए होता है वही प्रोडक्शन कर सकते हो. ये पहला मेजर प्रॉब्लम था, व्हाट टू प्रोड्यूस. फर्स्ट मेजर प्रॉब्लम, सेंट्रल प्रॉब्लम बोलते हैं हम लोग यहाँ पर. The first major problem was what to produce. Then secondly, choice of technology. In what technology base you are going to produce? It is a labor intensive or technological, means capital intensive. Here 2 points are there. I will tell you the technology. Technology may be a labor or capital. Now what this word means, these two words, what they exactly means. Now see, what we are talking about, the labor intensive means, most probably we are forcing the people to work and produce the goods. What it is? Most probably laborers, the people, the workforce is going to work here and produce the goods. Coming to the second point, this is capital means what? As we discussed in the sessions, capital, goods and all, it is nothing but technology, means machinery. Now, nowadays, this labor intensive has fallen down. Now we are not using labor intensive work, we are not doing. We are doing a capital intensive. Each and every firms are having machineries. What the machinery does? The machinery works and produce the final goods. Which goods you are going to produce? That goods are being produced by the machinery. Capital goods means what? Machinery. That point has to be kept in mind. So here choice of technology means how to produce, how you are going to produce. First point says that, first point is what to produce. This is what first major problem. First major problem is what to produce. Second, how to produce. Now how to produce means what? Here it is, for the first point what we are discussing is labor intensive. Means you are going to use by the labor force. Labor force means the people where you can make the work due to the labors. These are none other than the workers. Okay, that is what labor intensive what we are speaking here. Then secondly, it is the machinery work. Means on the capital goods are none other than the machineries. Means machineries which are being used. Now how you are going to produce? What it is? How to produce. Now one more problem is what? Third, these are the central problems. We call these as a central problems faced by economy. These are the central problems faced by our economy specifically. Then third is for whom? Now whatever the goods you are producing here, okay, first question which is there, what has to be produced? Second, how to produce? You have thought, but for whom you are going to produce these goods? For we people or other people? For whom you are producing? Now whatever you are producing, the goods in your company or the business, that should be dependent on the general public. The general public, what they require, that only you have to produce the goods. So these are none other than the basic problems of economy. See, the same concept what we are talking now, these are central problems. This same concept we are going to deal in the next year. Next year means PUC second year. In the first chapter only, same central problems of economy. You are going to see the same question and same concept you are going to learn one more time. Just here, it is the introduction part. Introduction part of the economy. What economic system, how we can run here. So in that specifically we came across for whom. Here specifically three major problems we came across. Then first we saw what goods has to be produced. Then secondly, how to produce. How to produce means it is a labor intensive or capital intensive. How you are going to produce. Third one, distribution of goods and services. Here, this is what for whom. Distribution of goods and services. Goods and services. See, for whom means what? To whom you are going to give the goods. Obviously the question arises, we are discussing for whom means the people who are required. What goods we require, that only goods we will be purchasing. Now what we require, you have to produce. That is what the third point says. For whom you are going to produce the goods are none other than the people. So this is all about the things. Now as we are discussing about the economic system. See, economic system is of three types. I will mention here types of economic system. Actually, economic system we have discussed. Now here types of economic system. Types of economic system we are dealing with now. Now most probably we are having three types of economic system. See, which are that? First, socialism. Second, it is capitalism, capitalistic. Then third one is none other than the mixed. See, as I raised the question here, the economic system deals with these three types. Now here, what this socialism means, capitalistic means, then mixed economy means, these are the three kinds of economy where this is socialist, socialism, not socialist, make it socialist. Socialist, what it means? Now three types of what we are facing here, the economies are in our Indian economy system are in three terms, or we are having three types. Most probably this socialist means what? Government is going to take the decisions. In this government takes the decision. In this private market, okay, these both very simple to understand here. Socialist means government will be taking the decision. Capitalistic means private market, means uh, leaving this government in the market, what goods has to be sold, government is not going to decide. In any of the market, what people need, that goods only will be brought and sold. Then who is going to take these decisions? Private people are going to take, private marketers or market people who are going to decide this and take the decisions. Now this is what mixed economy. Mixed economy means we are going to take both the decisions. Even the government is going to take the decisions, even the marketers are going to take the decisions. This is what the thing. Now as we are talking about the Indian economy, in this Indian economy, who takes the decision from this? In these three economic systems are there. इन तीनों में से कौन डिसीजन लेता है हमारे इंडियन इकोनॉमी में? In Indian economy, who is going to take the decision is none other than the mixed economy. This is what the mixed economy. Our economy is a mixed economy. Here, even the government is going to take the decision, plus the marketers are going to take the decisions. But in few of the areas or the few of the countries, only this, the government is going to take the decisions. The privaters are not allowed to take decisions. So most probably, I will tell you all what exactly these points means. The general idea is what? Socialist means government will take the decisions. Capitalistic means market, the outsiders, the private market or private people are going to take the decisions. Mixed means both of them are going to take the decision. This is what generally known by you and general idea about this. So now I will tell you what is socialist means and what it is capitalistic and mixed economy. See, in socialistic economy, it is an economic system in which major economic decisions are taken by government. Who is taking the decisions? Government. Major economic decisions are taken by government. Decision taker is government. That's it. Only one line sentence it is. What? Major economic decisions are taken by government. That's it. Then coming to the second point. Second point, capitalistic. See, it economic system in which major economic decisions are taken or left for free to play market force. Now, this market force is going to take the decision. Market force means the marketers, the private people are going to take the decisions in the capitalistic. This is what the major decisions are taken by the government, and it is free lot to take decisions by the market force. Who is going to take the decision here? Market force is going to take the decision. See, even this is in one sentence question, how it is been presented. It is an economic system in which major economic decisions are free play of the market force. Means anyone, this market force can take the decisions. They can decide however they want and what goods to be brought and sold. These people are going to take the decision. Now coming to the third point, this is what first and second we came across. First one is major decisions taken by government, second one by market force. In market, what all things are required, government will not be knowing. In market, just like we will be a local ad in our Khade Bazaar we are going, in that government is going to tell you sell these goods and sell that goods. Can you imagine that government will come here and sell these goods in this market? Is it they are going to tell you? No. These are none other than the market forces. Means the market people are going to decide themselves, we will sell these goods in this market. See how we are having a local aid fish market. Fish market means what? Only the fish things are being sold there. Are they, the marketers means other people are bringing dress materials and selling there? No. Why? Because these market forces are going to decide what goods where to sell. So for them, this capitalistic decisions are told, means capitalism economics are been told here. So these are the things what we actually going to know here. Then coming to the last third point, mixed economy. Now in this mixed economy, the major decisions are taken by the central government authority and as well as free play of market force. This is what central government authority is going to take the decision, as well this people market force, means both of them are going to take the decisions in the market economy. That's it. This is all about the economic system. In economic system, what things comes and what type, means how many types of economic systems are there we came across. This is all about the concept. Then further we are going to discuss a next concept like plan. So I will be erasing this so that we shall proceed with the next concept. This is what all about the introduction. In the textbook you are going to get this all information in a one page block, means in a table. It has been given in the box. That information what we are discussing here, most probably the economic system is what types of economic systems are there you will be having a brief explanation. Brief means a huge quantity of explanation is been given on your textbook. So just in short, what we can understand is been presented here. So further the question arises, as I told you all, we are going to discuss the first 5-year plan. That is what we are going to discuss. So question is what is plan? Now as we are going to discuss the 5-year plan, just know this, what exactly the plan means, so that you can go for the 5-year plan what the government has been set. See, plan spells out how the resources of nation should be effectively utilized. Means this plan is what what we are going to discuss in the 5-year plan. Our natural resources, our nation, what the natural resources are there, utilized or utilized also you can say. Utilized also you can see here, how our natural resources are utilized, means how we can use it. Most probably without any plan, I am having so much of a capital, I will do whatever. No, it cannot be. Whatever you are having, it should have certain plans. Plans are what? I will invest this amount for this purpose. These decisions should be effectively taken, means whatever should be there should not be a waste. These resources what you are going to use should not get wasted. Okay, that is what the main important thing. So the proper plan is required. Then further it should have some general goals which are achieved through a specific objective within the specific period of time. Now general goal, now whatever you are taking the decisions, it should be a goal intensive, means for what purpose we have taken the decisions. Yes, most probably the economist, what I think, our goods and services should be produced as per the people requirement, means what the people required. Now basically basic requirement things are what? Food, clothes, shelter. That is what basic requirements. On that basis I have to decide in our economy what goods has to be sold. See, most probably if we see in our economy some goods are banded. Banded means what? Drugs and all, like cocaine and all, you are not going to get that, because the government don't want that things to be sold. Now even some of the states, the liquor means daru, is been closed in a few states. And now recently 2 days back in the Bihar, UP, there we are having the elections. They have there this all the liquor shops are closed. Closed means what? Liquor should not be sold. So what is the problem now here? There everyone, those who are habituated of what? Drinking, can they manage? No. In the elections the issue arises, आपने दारू क्यों बंद की? What is the, when it comes to the females, they will say हाँ ये जरूरी था, it was necessary to close down. But when it comes to the males, the people, woman, woman side it is okay, it is closed means they are safe, but it when it comes to the male side, हमें चाहिए, we are spending it, our money is been spent, we require it, we are habituated, ये बंद करने की क्या जरूरत थी, the question arises. So this is what the general concept what in our economy we can know here. Then specifically further I will tell you, our plan documents not only specifies the objective to attain in the 5-year plan, but also what to be achieved over the period of 20 years. Now see, whatever the plans we are going to decide, that is nothing but what objective is one point, but what more can be achieved. Objective is to come out of poverty. Poverty means the low capital income or a GDP, gross domestic production was low. We should increase this. Okay, that is what one of the objective. But have we achieved it? Achieve केले क्या है? क्या हम लोगों ने achieve किया है? Yes, have we achieved? That is what the achievements should be done. It is nothing, only just deciding and planning to increase this is not the way. We are achieving it or no, that is what we need to know. So it is what we are discussing the plan. Plan is what? To achieve certain goals and the objectives, and whatever the objectives are been set, it has been achieved or no, even that we need to see. If we are not achieved, then what is the use of setting the plans? Yes, obviously that things you need to know. Okay, then further in the year 1950, the Planning Commission, see I will tell you, in the year 1950, in the year 1950, Planning Commission was set up. Planning Commission. Commission was set up to develop a first 5-year plan. For what purpose this committee was set up? For planning. What was their motto? I will tell you all. See, Planning Commission was set up under whom? Prime Minister. As Prime Minister. Prime Minister, Chairman. Chairman or chairperson you can call here. We are talking about chairperson. Means under this Prime Minister, they started a planning commission in the year 1950, so that the Prime Minister was a chairperson to look after this planning commission. Then further, the era of 5-year plan has begun. Means this, when this planning commission was set up in the year 1950, that time 5-year plan, that what I am telling you all, 5-year plan started. It started from this, when this planning commission was set up. Soon after that, 1950, they started the first 5-year plan, then second, till now nearly 12 5-year plans are been set up. Every 5 years we will be having a different plans. Means first we thought about the agriculture sector, second we thought about the industrial sector, to develop how we can develop. Now soon after this ending this chapter, okay, this second chapter, we are going to see the new economic plan 1990. In that, how much we have developed and how we came across the financial crisis, how we came and stood with the new economic policy. In the year 1990, new economic policy was set up. Okay, in that, liberalization, privatization and globalization, means LPG was formed. How it went and how we have formed, that we are going to know in the next chapter. It is bit, we are having more time, just a general idea I am giving you all to know this. Now soon after, the planning commission was formed in the year 1950. Prime Minister was the chairperson of that, and they started to develop the 5-year plans. Now we are going to see the, soon after these plans, we are going to see the 5-year plan. The next, the first main concept, till now what we have discussed is nothing but the introduction part of our second chapter. It is the introduction part of a Indian economy, 1950 to 1990. So here we are going to see the goal of 5-year plans. See, what is the goal of this 5-year plan? So here 5-year plans, we can say 5-year plan. So one after the other we are going to see here. Now 5-year plan was introduced in year 1950. See, it was introduction was done, but first it started in the year 1951. First, this first 5-year plan came into existence. What it is? First 5-year plan was introduced. We can say here introduced. We introduced first 5-year plan in the 1951. Then further, a plan should have some clearly specific goals. Now, when we have introduced, it should have specific goals. Goals means what? What we can do or what we require to do. That things, these goals should be framed here. When you are framing a goals, it has been achieved or no, you are going to see there. Okay, that is one point here. Then the 5-year plans are as follows. Now, after this, we are going to see the 5-year plans. The 5-year plans are as follows. Five-year plans are as follows. First point here, growth. Yes. What the first 5-year plan was for the growth. Now, what growth means here? In the first 5-year plan, they came across and they introduced first one is a growth. Growth of what? The question is what we need to grow. Okay, so I will tell you all what is a growth. See, growth, it refers to the increase in the country's capacity to produce the output of goods and services. It is what? Here, growth means what? Increase. Increase in its output of goods and services. Increase in the output of goods and services means what? Whatever the goods you are producing, it should be in a large quantity. It should not be only 10 units, 50 units, 100 units. It should be a maximum, so that every our citizen of India, every people should get it. It should not be only limited to you or your area. It should be produced in such a way that each corner of our nation should get that goods which you are producing. Now, example, I will tell you one of the product. Each in our country, each corner of our nation, it has reached. Have you listened the name Parle biscuits? Everywhere, in any village you go, Parle biscuits you will be getting. But same when it comes to the bourbon biscuits, the name of the biscuits I am telling you, all giving the example. Can you all hear the word bourbon? Have you all listened any of the village? Go any of the village in Belgaum city only. Go out of this city in the any village. Go there and ask the biscuit, bourbon biscuit. Will they give you? Please bring and give me it so that I will have the experience about it. See what happens, specifically I will tell you all that we are not going to have any of the things in that such areas. So for that purpose, our goods, what we are going to produce here, that should be increased the output. That is the output, but output of what? Goods and services, so that we can reach each corner of our nation. That was the main point here. Again, further we are having continuation. See, goods increase in the goods and services in our country. Then increase GDP in a good indicator of economic growth. Now, when you increase this output, GDP will increase. GDP is what? Gross domestic production. What it is? Gross domestic production. GDP means gross domestic production. That if these things are increased, increase in